All right. Let's fucking do it.
It's time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. We all have fun and we never grow. It's time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. We all have fun and we never grow. It's time for the Dusty Show. Time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. We all have fun and we never grow. It's time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. We all have fun and we never grow. It's time for the Dusty Show.
Hell yeah. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the world's greatest program. It's your boy, Dusty. I don't know why I said that. I never say that. Fuck that. It's your... Let's start over. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the world's greatest show. It's the Dusty Show. Hope everybody's doing great tonight. I'm doing all right. Haven't really been doing much. Not going to talk about my Vision Pro anymore. Everybody's getting mad at me. They're like, you're shilling for Apple, Dusty. We don't want to hear about your VR, whatever. What the fuck ever. I won't talk about it anymore. But I did watch some cool 3D movies this week. That's all I did. Not much going on. I don't know if you guys heard, but apparently Hbomberguy killed a guy. We're going to cover that. And you guys hear about Bo of the Fifth Column allegedly being a human trafficker? I don't know anything about this, but we're going to research this and these claims in the after party. So be sure to tune in to the after party. Hell yeah. Kitties are around. They're being a little shy. We'll see. I'm sure they'll make an appearance here. Pretty boy right over there. And as always, folks, please consider super chatting me. Light button of the show is the super chats. No super chats yet, but over here, boom, there is a dollar sign. Click on the dollar sign. Donate. More you donate, more sure take your question. I will read every single thing that you ask me to read, because that's basically my job. So get your super chats in early and often, and reward the greatest show in the history of mankind. I know, Hbomberguy murderer. What? We'll get there. We'll get there. Allegedly. Anyway. Who, you know, Bo of the Fifth Column. He's like one of the big left-leaning streamers, left or whatever. I don't know. I guess he used to be like a military contractor. I don't really know all about him. I just know you guys are always telling me to watch his videos and shit, and then I watch it. I'm like, all right, you know, whatever. But anyway, I don't know if he actually trafficked humans. I don't even know what the fuck that means. We'll find out together in the after party. I like the VR headset review. I thought it was good. I thought it was interesting to see what the future is going to bring you guys. But people are always salty and bitter about fucking everything I do. People are always whining and complaining. Why do you talk like that? Why are you doing a fake radio voice? Yeah, why are you alive? Shut the fuck up and die, motherfuckers. Let me do what I do already. Anyway, Bo is the real name of Justin King. I knew him years ago from a troll group that I was a part of for 15 years. Oh my God, he's part of a troll group? I don't really like trolls that much. Anyway, we'll get there. Let's go ahead and get the show off, folks. Still no super chats. I assume they're coming again on the world's greatest show. We're going to start the show off tonight on a little bit of what the fuck. What the fuck? Hell yeah. Starting us off on tonight's what the fuck. Did you guys see this crazy shit in Australia? Apparently, they have a history of racism over there. Oh no, they're like a mini America. They got a bunch of indigenous people. It's like the opposite of America. Indigenous people are like they're Native Americans, but they pretty much treat them the same way we treat black folks in this country. Anyway, apparently this neighborhood has had a string, they claim anyway, this is their claim, of utes damaging property and whatnot. And so apparently these 3 little kids, I guess at first, jumped this guy's fence and was swimming at his pool. And this is what he did to the little kids. Don't tell me it's old. Yeah, they're zip tied. These little children crying, and look at this big bastard. Yeah, there's some bad life decisions. Let me zip tie a couple 10-year-old, 6-year-old kids. Indigenous in Australia. Let's see how that fucking goes for me. I'm going to assume badly, and yes, it went badly for him, as you might imagine. WA man charged with assault after allegedly, what do you mean allegedly? We see it. It's on video, restraining children with cable ties in Broome. A 45-year-old Western Australian man has been charged with aggravated assault after he allegedly tied 3 Aboriginal children together with cable ties in Broome driveway on Tuesday afternoon. Yeah, he said he's got to move now. Yeah, no shit. Imagine you see a bunch of kids playing your pool and your first instinct is to zip tie them. I'd be like, hey, like, I don't mind you swimming here, but, like, could you guys let me know ahead of time? Because, like, I don't want you guys to drown in my pool. I'll be happy to come out here and watch you or whatever. Or if you have an adult that could come watch you swim, you're welcome to use my pool, whatever you want to. Happy little kids. The more the merrier. We're all in this together. I love humanity. All that shit. None of that. Nope. Of course not. Why would you? And did you guys see this one? People see this one. I guess it's new. It says, one day go. This lady out there on the sidewalk. And then next thing you know, oh my, she getting picked up by the automatic door. And there must be something really important in that bag. I'm guessing a phone, scissors to cut herself down, a baby. I don't know. Not really sure. But she's very adamant about holding on to it. And then, yeah, back down. And she's like, oh, I'm upside down now. Yeah. You got stuck real good. At least we know that the quality of her jacket is top notch. Going to last forever, that jacket. Hey, sweetheart, how you doing today? You doing good? Little Miss Misty. And then on what the fuck? I don't even know what to think about this one. Is this normal? What the fuck? Bee-friendly Krispy Kreme, all right? So first off, they're speaking foreign, so it's not America, but they got bees all over the Krispy Kreme donuts. When you guys eat here, I'm not sure I'm going to eat your bee poop. I mean, I'll eat your bee vomit because that's delicious, but bee poop, no. I'm just going to assume they already had a bee problem and they couldn't get rid of them, so they made it a feature. And a bug. I get it. Because it's a bug, motherfuckers. Anyway, I ain't eating that Krispy Kreme. Plus, sugar bad for you. All around. I don't like it. And then, speaking of what the fuck, folks, so you know about the Rust murder trials? That was when Alec Baldwin was doing this movie called Rust, and he picked up a gun that was supposed to be a prop, and he aimed it at his crew like you do, and fired it like you do, and it killed a person and shot another one, which not the best. Probably don't want to do that. Like, ever aim a gun at anybody, even a fake prop. Anyway, murdered a lady on his movie set. Alec Baldwin did. And anyway, apparently there is a trial going on. And during the middle of the fucking trial, the expert witness in the Rust shooting points the firearm at the judge. What? You fucking moron. Look at this guy. No, don't put it at the judge. What are we here for? Somebody point weapons at people that shouldn't be pointed at. You gotta murder the judge, you fucking idiot. Yeah, don't ever let that guy hold a gun again, you stupid. Who is training these people on gun safety? That's the worst gun safety I've ever seen. And then getting to it, folks, as we mentioned at the top of the show, murderer Hbomberguy. So you guys remember Hbomberguy's last video? He only puts a video out about every 4 or 5 years. It's amazing. It's a great gig if you can get it. Anyway, in his last video, if you watch Hbomberguy's videos, basically he does an hour to lure you into a false sense of security, and about an hour and a half into the video, he's like, oh, the video is really about this person. I was just making you watch an hour and a half just to set you up for what the video is really about. It's about this person. And this person his last video was about was a gentleman named James Somerton. This fellow right here.
No mention of his name. Nothing. When YouTubers use a book as a major source of research, usually they mention it or put it in the background on their set.
So his whole video is about plagiarism. And apparently this guy does book reviews, movie reviews, all that kind of stuff under the guise that he's like a gay reviewer. We got to support gay writers and reviewers and stuff. It turns out he was plagiarizing every single thing he wrote. He would just go on the internet and just copy just paragraphs and paragraphs of other people. He would read through books and just copy the paragraphs. And he would read out all these other gay authors' work without giving them any credit or mentions and claim it as his own. And pretty much everything he did was like that. And so Hbomberguy, this is a 3-hour, 51-minute video. Hbomberguy spends like 2.5 hours just detailing excruciatingly every single time that this guy has plagiarized, which was all of it. It was all plagiarized. And so, needless to say, his career ended. His career pretty much ended. All his fans turned on him. This video got seen 17 million times. Holy God. Way to go, Hbomber. If I got a video that got seen 17 million times, I would also only do a video every 4 or 5 years. That is a good gig. So then the next thing you know, he's apologizing. He was like, hey, I didn't mean to plagiarize. Here's what really happened. I was just copying just to remind myself later kind of the topics I wanted to touch upon. And then I got memory problems. I'm basically an amnesiac, and I just forgot that I copied all this stuff. I believe him. I don't know about you guys, but he got an honest face. Anyway, so I guess yesterday, he said he's committing suicide. Yeah, not great. James Somerton threatened suicide. We don't know if he's still alive or not, folks. He's been missing for 24 hours, and we don't know if he's alive or dead. Social media users have shared concerns for YouTuber James Somerton after he posted worrying messages online. The YouTuber posted alarming sentiments online and spoke about ending things. Yeah, let's see what his message was. The fuck? Oh, it says, they've tried... It basically said all the money's going to a suicide prevention hotline. He says, if this message is live, it means I scheduled it before ending things. I have videos scheduled to go out over the next couple days. He's given all the money donated from the videos. He's donating it to the Canadian Association for Suicide Prevention, to which he says, they've tried very hard to pull me back, but there's simply no life for me anymore. I've lost everything. My only friend, my livelihood, my name. And it's all my fault. The world will be a little bit better off now. Goodbye. So, yeah. Oh, no. This could be a cry for help. Could be just more lying for attention, or he could have committed suicide. I don't know. Obviously, I don't want this dude to commit suicide. Dude, you plagiarize some stuff off the internet. People shit on you. All right. Welcome to the goddamn internet. Maybe that's your first time ever taking shit on the internet, but we all go through it. I've taken my share of shit. Believe me, I got canceled so many goddamn times. I'm still losing 200 subscribers every month. Been going on for 6 fucking years. I had... Every popular skeptic in the world make videos about me. Millions upon millions of views. Very popular people shitting on me, and their fan bases who listen to everything they say and worship them also shitting on me. And never, not even once, did I almost think, I want to kill myself. Hell no. I was thinking, fuck all you motherfuckers. I'm going to keep going for goddamn ever. I'm never going to stop. You're going to make me double, goddamn triple down. I'm going to outlive all you motherfuckers. That's my goddamn attitude. So don't kill yourself, James Somerton. Anyway, people on the internet didn't waste any time blaming Hbomberguy for being responsible for the death of Somerton, if he's dead. Human bad take machine, Peter Coffin, comparing this to George Floyd. He's posting this guy that says, a man choosing to end his own life after being called out for the terrible things he's done is not the fault of the people who called him out. This never would have happened if James hadn't plagiarized so many creators, to which bad take machine Peter Coffin says, George Floyd shouldn't have used counterfeit bills. Yeah, it's the same thing, right? Isn't James Somerton getting called out for plagiarizing a bunch of people and then killing himself after he takes shit for the actions he did? The same exact thing as the cop murdering George Floyd for spending some counterfeit bills? It's not. No, it's not. Not even close. Goes on to double down on this stupidity. If he is dead, Hbomb absolutely led the charge in killing him. That's right, Hbomberguy. First, you stole my joke. You know you did, my Uncle Man joke. Don't lie, okay? And yeah, you murdered it. But you know what else you murdered? James Somerton, Hbomberguy. So just saying, no, you don't, Hbomberguy. You better not make a video but once every 4 years. Think of the body count. Anyway, I don't blame Hbomberguy. Obviously, that's silly. You got a right to call anybody else you want. And then Innocent Johnny's like, this is not the damage control I was expecting from Hbomberguy. Rip James Somerton. And I know this is a joke video. They're already getting in with the AI voice clones to make light of the situation. And here's one of the many videos they're already putting out about the situation.
Good evening, my devoted following. You may recall my last video was on the super serious topic of plagiarism. One of the plagiarists I exposed was James Somerton. James tried everything. He made an apology video, then he took everything down. It now looks like James has retired from the internet. permanently, as in, despite BetterHelp's best efforts, he killed himself.
That motherfucker's dead!
That's right, total Hbomberguy W. We did it, guys. We got rid of the son of a bitch. Plagiarism is worse than molesting a child in my book. Saying shit you didn't come up with? Not on my watch. Rest in piss, James. The street's a little bit cleaner thanks to the bomber man. Pew, 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 pew. That's me firing my arm cannon at the bomb I left at James' feet. A metaphor for my video.
Haters are going to say that's fake, but definitely real. You can tell by the continence of his voice. Spot on, right? And more memes made as jokes. Suicides caused. H-Bomber 1. And then Leafy, is that Leafy? I think that's Leafy. 0, but he was banned by YouTube. And I just want him banned because of the way his face looks. His face annoys me. So you go, Hbomberguy, or whatever. It's all good. And all right, that is my what the fuck section. What do you guys think? Should Hbomberguy be charged with murder immediately? I think we can all agree he should be, yes. Guilty as charged, straight to execution, no trial. Thick British accent, not that thick, little bit thick. Is there a cop kneeling on James' neck? Pretty much, it's the same thing. Hbomberguy was kneeling on his metaphorical neck, so, I smell a lawsuit. Nope. Well, molesting a child is worse. Agree to disagree. We can all have our own opinions on things, I suppose. Everyone wants the people we like to be right. That's why popular people are fucking dumb. Rich Sanchez. Yep. You tell him Rick. Rick. Whenever one can use molesting a child as a scale is when they can never be taken seriously. Well, that person was joking, obviously. That was just a parody video to make fun of the situation. This hair's looking fly tonight. Hell yeah. It's my hair powder. I'm pretty fly for a white guy. And all right, we were long, folks. Get your super chats in. Gonna read all the super chats at the end of the next section, which is
Judd Watch, talking about Judd Watch.
we talk about Judd, and then we all sing. Red flag, woo! Hell yeah, it hurts off. On the Judd Watch. Elon Musk, centrist Elon Musk, who wants Twitter to be politically neutral in every way. Hey, it can be trusted by how politically neutral it is at all times. They don't pick sides over there at Twitter. They would never do that. Here is the guy who has the most subscribers on Twitter, literally runs the entire goddamn thing with an iron fist, stumping for a particular political candidate in his area. He's like, sorry to bother everyone with this note, as it applies to people in the greater Austin area. But please go to the polls and vote for a new district attorney. Yes, Elon Musk is trying to buy who he wants to be in charge of the law in Austin where he lives, which I guess is his right as a rich man. When you're rich, they just let you do it. You can buy the law. And because he runs Twitter, he gets to post this on everybody's homepage. Millions and billions of views to get this man elected locally. Super cool. And let's see how that went for him. The guy lost by 30 points. Even when you're leveraging your giant social media platform, you still can't get your stooges elected. Good God. I'd love to see it. And then, gonna shock nobody, folks, but Elon Musk met this week with Donald Trump, who is seeking a cash infusion. He is down $550 million so far in his lawsuits, and he's running for president and all. So he met with Elon Musk. But don't worry, Elon promises, folks, he is not giving any money to a presidential candidate. And we all know Elon Musk is so honest. He would never lie continuously about everything always. So clearly, though, all he's going to do is give money to Trump's PAC. Elon loves saying things that have loopholes in them, things that are true technically, but are incredibly misleading. Like, I didn't say that I'm not giving his PAC, his super PAC, any money. I said I wouldn't give money directly to him. Hey, him and his super PAC are completely unrelated, right? So no doubt he's going to give probably $1 billion to Donald Trump. Why not? You're going to buy the president, say, hey, Donald, when you get back in there, if I help you get elected, maybe those Tesla subsidies will pour right on in even more. Maybe give everybody like a $20,000 tax write-off if they buy a Tesla, huh? You can just buy up the fucking government. And it seems like that's what he's doing. No shocker there. Nothing politically neutral about X in any way whatsoever. And then, another week Another batch of Trump zombies. This week, the Good Liars is out talking to this man in North Carolina. And is it just me, or are Trump supporters slightly, completely fucking psychopathic? You be the judge.
Donald Trump becomes president, what would you like to see him do to Democrats?
So let's rewind that again so you could hear it. If Donald Trump becomes president, what would you like to see him do to Democrats?
Donald Trump becomes president, what would you like to see him do to Democrats?
Escort him to the gallows.
Really? You want him to kill his political opponents?
I didn't. You asked me what I wanted to see.
Yeah,
you asked me what I wanted to see.
That's what I want to see.
You want to see Trump kill his political?
Justice done.
Okay. What would they be sent to the gallows for?
Treason.
Donald Trump
There
becomes
you go.
president.
Here, you heard there, folks. All us Democrats, we should be murdered. It is treasonous to be in any political party other than the Republicans. So, one-party system, ruled by a dictator, or as you might know it, patriotism. And here's the crazy part. Ask me that question. Hey, what do you want to see if Joe Biden gets elected? What do you want to see happen to Republicans? My answer is, I hope they get all universal health care. I hope they get paid a living wage. I hope they get treated with dignity and respect. I hope they live long, happy lives. I hope the government gets involved and helps the life expectancy rate to rise instead of fall the way it has been. I hope all the ones that are homeless are helped with housing. I hope all the veterans get their benefits. I hope nothing but the best for all of them. That's why I'm not voting for Trump. See the difference there? One side only wants to hurt, kill, maim. Watch people suffer. The other side, well, the other side's Joe Biden who wants to murder children. So I guess I can't talk. Whatever universe, fuck you. And then, another Trump supporter, folks. This one explained exactly why he will never vote for Nikki Haley. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh my God, this is going to be misogynistic as hell.
What do you think of Nikki Haley? Did you ever consider her?
You know, what I got to say, you don't really want to put it on.
Let me hear it.
Well, the woman's not going to be a good president. She don't have no balls to scratch. She's just going to scratch her head. All a woman's good for in my book is having babies and taking care of the house, but that's the old thing, you know. But I'm old school.
So you've never even considered her?
No.
Mainly because she's a woman?
Because she's female. So, I mean, females, don't take me wrong, females know what they're doing, but they still got to have a little bit of guidance. Trump would be the one to guide her through the
What do you think of Nikki Haley?
That's right. She ain't got no balls to scratch. And if you ain't got no balls to scratch, I can't support you. Women's should be in the kitchen making me a sandwich. I'm old school. What can you say? I'm just old school. Hey, that's just my opinion. What? People are not have a right to have their own opinions anymore? What? Yeah, just goddamn boomer fucking shit. And I guess I can agree with him. I mean, men have done such a great job ruling, haven't they? Haven't they? You know, we've been, 100,000 years humanity survived and never had a war because of men. Never. We've never continuously had wars for fucking ever. Everybody's healthy and happy. No misery. Thank you, mankind. I'm glad no women's ever got a shot at it. Imagine how fucking doomed we'd be. And then Fox and Friends went to a diner and they asked some old boomers, hey, why won't you vote for Nikki Haley? And this woman's going to answer. And she's a good conservative Christian woman. So also, you know right away, her answer is in no way going to be misogynistic. Blink, 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 blink.
NBC just reported that Michelle Obama has said she will not run for president.
Thank God.
Okay.
Yes.
Ainsley said, I would love the reaction from a woman in the crowd. And
I wouldn't vote for a woman, and especially, Nikki Haley. I'm just going to say this. She's probably menopausal. We don't need that.
okay, she said, how about we vote for people regardless of their gender, just the right person for the job?
No, she didn't say that. She literally said the exact opposite of that. What the fuck? This guy going to gaslight us. She's like, I would never vote for women. Women are the spawn of Satan. Women, the one that ate the apple first, which is why they get their period. They was cursed by Satan for their lying whore ways. So fuck Nikki Haley. And she's like, this woman is based as fuck. She just said that we should elect anybody regardless of their gender, just completely on meritocracy. No, she didn't say that. Gonna lie right to my face after I just heard that bitch, dude. Anyway, and then Another week, another straight out verbal diarrhea of Nazism from the odds-on favorite to be our next president, Donald Trump. Here he is shitting on immigrants again.
We're going after everything. Look, we have a different country than we had even 2 years ago. This whole migrant invasion of our country, destruction of our country. You look at what...
That's right. The migrants are invading our country. They are the destruction of our country. And yeah, Trump's mother and 2 of his wives, including his current wife, are immigrants. So I guess it doesn't count when it's him, folks. Other immigrants, the other immigrants are poisoning the blood of the country. Not my immigrants. My immigrants are awesome. It's you motherfuckers. My wife is white. It's different. Totally different, y'all. And another week of him claiming that he's immune to prosecution. He's all like, without presidential immunity, a president would not be able to properly function or make decisions. And I think the Supreme Court should go ahead and rule on this and rule in Trump's favor that, yes, all presidents are completely immune to any kind of prosecution, regardless of what they do. And then Joe Biden... Never mind, I can't finish that sentence. Anyway, Aaron Rupert says, by Trump's logic, there really is no downside to this campaign cycle for Biden. If he wins, great. He gets to serve another term. And if he loses, he can simply declare himself president for life after the election, block Trump from taking office, and proclaim presidential immunity. True story. Where is he flawed this logic, Trump? Of course, Trump knows the truth. Even if the Supreme Court does decide presidents are immune for prosecution, Biden is too much of a fucking pussy to ever do anything about it. Unless it's for child murder and war crimes, you know. And then, you know who Donald Trump's favorite new candidate is? Dan Rodemer. Dan Rodemer, top notch in Trump's book. Here he is giving him a shout out at one of his campaign events.
The job they've done in their campaign, they beat people that were very good, very talented, great politicians, and they won. Damn, where is he? Dan Rodemer. Dan Rodemer. Dan Rodemer. And we're with you all the way, Dan.
We're with you all the way, Dan. Dan gonna win in a landslide. Love me some Dan Rodemer, says Donald Trump. And let's look in to see how he's doing. Susie Lee, Democrat, 48.8%. She went a little bit, but Dan Rodemer coming up right behind her with 45.8% of the vote. So it's a neck and neck, folks. It's a nail biter. Who knows who could possibly win this? And let's just for the fun check in to see what Dan Rodemer is up to. Oh, he's under suspicion for murder. Okay, cool. Breaking arrest warrant issued for Dan Rodemer, a former wrestler and political candidate, for open murder, according to court records. Apparently, he was at this fancy resort and then beat a man to death with his bare hands. So, yeah, there you go. But Trump loves him. Top guy. My buddy. Dan Rodemer. So Nike still might win, folks. You could even murder people and still win if you're Republican. They have no standards whatsoever. And then Nikki Haley apparently bowed out. She won the amazing boxing match in D.C. with Donald Trump and then immediately bailed. So you can expect her to jump on the Trump bandwagon any second now. The time has now come to suspend my campaign. I have no regrets. Yeah, I have a few. Anyway, she'll be on Trump's nuts for too long. That's the way it always works. And Mitch McConnell also came out, threw his weight, his turtle-ass shell directly behind Donald Trump, saying, yes, I support Donald Trump for presidency. And but remember, this was just like January. This is just after January 6th. This is a couple years ago, folks. Remember what he said?
January 6th was a disgrace.
It was.
American citizens attacked their own government.
They did.
They used terrorism to try to stop a specific piece of domestic business they did not like.
Right. They tried to open the government, right?
Fellow Americans beat and bloodied our own police.
They did. They attacked the cops.
They stormed the Senate floor.
Sure did.
They tried to hunt down the Speaker of the House.
Uh-huh. Did that too.
They built a gallows and chanted about murdering.
Uh-huh. That happened. We saw it.
The vice president.
Mm-hmm. Trump did that.
They did this because they'd been fed wild falsehoods by the most powerful man on earth.
Yes.
Because he was angry he lost an election.
Uh-huh. Right. That's treason, right?
Former President Trump's actions preceded the riot for a disgraceful
act of treason,
dereliction of duty.
Dereliction of duty.
The House accused the former president of, quote, incitement.
Incited an erection, dereliction of duty, terrorism. So no way he could possibly support. Yeah, he did, of course. Of course, he back in trouble. They asked him, hey, yeah, you said this guy was basically a terrorist who tried to overthrow the government and destroy our Constitution. Why you supporting him? And wait till you hear his excuse.
How do you reconcile your Trump endorsement with the fact that you called him practically and morally responsible for January 6th and the fact that he insulted you and your wife repeatedly?
On February the 25th, 2021, shortly after the attack on the Capitol, I was asked a similar question, and I said I would support the nominee for president even if it were the former president.
That's right, folks. Hey, he never said he wasn't a giant hypocritical sack of shit. He never said he was going to hold anybody accountable for terrorism and trying to overthrow the government. He's always admitted he's the bottom of the barrel, sackless, spineless, weak, pathetic pussy. Why are you calling me a hypocrite? You knew what the fuck I was. He's going to repeat it, folks. No excuses. He's not even trying to come up with something to make it look like this isn't just rank hypocrisy. Just, hey, I always said I was garbage.
Mr. McConnell, in April of last year, you indicated, and didn't really directly answer the question as to whether or not you were comfortable with Mr. Trump if he was in the middle of criminal trials and indictments, he was the nominee. I presume that means you're comfortable with it.
I don't have anything to add to what I just said. I said in February of 2021, shortly after the attack on the Capitol, that I would support President Trump if he were the nominee of our party, and he obviously is going to be the nominee of our party.
No more questions. I don't give a shit. I would support Hitler if he got the nomination. I would support Jeffrey Dahmer. I would eat babies with him. I don't give a shit. I'm going to skip that one. What is this one? Oh, yeah, folks. Hey, at least some good news here. Apparently, Gab, remember Gab, that social media website that was the alternative for conservatives to Twitter? No, not Getter, the other one. No, not True Social, the other one. No, not Telegram, the other one. Yeah, Gab, that's the one you're thinking of. Anyway, apparently, they know doing so good, and the reasons are not going to surprise you.
The second issue is that over the past year, Gab Social has been losing money. There's no sugarcoating this, right? I'm being upfront and honest with you guys. The advertising market tanked in 2023. Combined with the attacks from the activists who go after our advertisers occasionally, this made it very difficult to have advertising as our core source of revenue. So it's become extremely clear, both with Gab and with X, that running a free speech platform simply cannot be done with advertising. Activist groups like the ADL go after the advertisers on free speech platforms, which they know is the lifeblood of the business. And so this is how they gain control of X and have Elon in the palm of their hand, despite him being one of the wealthiest men in the world. This is why X has recently started censoring again and re-implementing, their pronoun policies and misgendering policies and other such leftist nonsense. So capitulating to demands of the enemy in order to get ad revenue, it just is not an option for Gab. It's not going to happen.
I love how much conservatives actually hate capitalism. This is all capitalism, dude. You have to make a product that can be supported by the market. The market decides. If you don't create a product that is supported by the market, then you go under. And part of creating a product that the market supports is, okay, if you're going to not be friendly to advertisers, you're not going to be brand safe, then you have to attract alternative sources of revenue to keep yourself afloat. You have to attract a bunch of Republicans who will pay for your product and keep you in business. But you didn't do that. The market fucking decided. Nobody has any obligation to spend advertising dollars on your platform when you platform Nazis and racists who are going to make their brand look bad. So if you can't attract alternative advertisers, then you go fucking under. This is capitalism 101, but they literally hate capitalism, folks. They're always the victims when they can't create a product that is successful in the marketplace. But this goes to show you, like, Twitter wasn't woke because they were all leftists. Twitter could give a fucking shit less about leftist politics. All they cared about was making money, and you have to be brand friendly, brand safe in order for advertisers to spend money on your goddamn platform. That's why Elon, exactly like you said, is trying now a little bit, too little, too late, to implement some policies to bring back the advertisers. But yeah, that's capitalism, fuckos. Learn to love it. Seems like you guys want some kind of other system. You know, socialism, communism, I don't know. Let me know what it is. And then, watermelon head Charlie Kirk out here, folks, playing the victim once again. Poor white straight Christians. They was just sitting around minding their own damn business. We all know that white straight men have left everybody else alone since the beginning of time, right? And then next thing you know, the gays came along and beat the fuck out of them, beat them into submission. And then the next thing you know, there was gay marriage, all kinds of gay acceptance. And it's because us itty bitty little Christian men got our asses whipped. And we should have never let it happen, folks. If we would have stood up and been strong, we'd have no gay marriage today.
Because we were so beat down for years, because we were told that marriage between a man and a woman is not popular, that you're a hater, just let these people live. And we kind of laid down all of our arms because there was a fake peace treaty that was issued for a very short period of time where we were told that the alphabet mafia, they get gay marriage, which we never should have allowed to happen, and everything's going to be fine.
That's right. We should never let you guys have rights. They got rights? No way. I can't believe they got rights. We should have stood up and not been such fucking pussies. Yeah, you should. You got your ass kicked by the gays, Charlie Kirk. Maybe do some more sit-ups and crunches, work out a little bit, work on your whole gummy ass face or some shit. Whatever you have to do to be better at fighting, because you got whipped. Meanwhile, remember this? Guardian Angels beat up a migrant shoplifter live on Fox News, but it turned out he wasn't illegal and he wasn't a shoplifter. They just beat him and disparaged him for no other reason in order to shit on all migrants and spread panic and fear towards old boomers. With Sean Hannity right there, front and center, helping spread this lies. Well, you're going to be shocked. He's suing them all. Yeah, Bronx man tackled, beaten, and caught a migrant shoplifter by Curtis Silva and the Guardian Angels during a stunt on the Hannity show is filing both criminal and civil charges. So, yeah, that dude got to get paid. He about to get some of that Fox News money. You might want to fire Sean Hannity like you did Tucker Carlson, Fox News. But whatever. Lose all your money. Works for me. And I've covered this guy many times before, folks. Mark Robinson. He's this ultra MAGA right-wing Trump supporter, black guy, and he's running for lieutenant governor in North Carolina. One of the worst people you could possibly imagine, but just a shameless con man who literally say anything in order to get a vote, including this clip that recently got released.
This idiotic guy was on stage with Candace Owens a few days ago and asked her, what America are we going back to make America great again? The one where women couldn't vote or black people were swinging from trees? I would say to him if I was standing in front of him, I absolutely want to go back to the America where women couldn't vote. Do you know why?
I already know why.
Because in those days, we had people who fought for real social change, and they were called Republicans.
Okay, yes, the polls were different back then. Yes, Lincoln's party was the Republicans, but now all the Republicans that are racist are all the people that are racist are Republicans now. All the Nazis are Republicans. Like I live in Mississippi, and 100% of the racists, 100% of the rednecks, they're all fucking Republicans. All the ones trying to fight for equal rights and women's liberty, all that. They're all on the left now. So yes, the polls flipped. But he's like, man, I wish we could go back to when there was slavery and women couldn't vote, because back then Republicans were left wing. No, you don't want to go back to that time because if you did, you'd be a Democrat back then.
And they are the reason why women can vote today.
Definitely.
Those
right wingers are definitely the reason that women can vote today, folks.
Days that he talked about when black folks were swinging from trees. Guess who it was out there fighting
The left.
To bring that to an end, to bring Jim Crow to an end.
Left-wingers.
It was Republicans.
Left-wingers who at the time were Republicans because the Republican Party was left-wing until they shifted sides during the Southern strategy. Thank you for coming to my history lesson. And yeah, he's got the nominee, folks. He's got the nomination for the Republicans for North Carolina lieutenant governor. This is the kind of person we're talking about, folks. Rank hypocrisy. They'll even admit it right to your face, and it doesn't matter. Mark Keith Robinson is like, what a silly argument. 99% of abortions in this country are done on demand, meaning the woman had consensual sex, got pregnant, and simply does not want to have the child. Okay. Everybody knows there's exceptions to rules, and in the case that you mentioned, that should be up to the woman, but it's not. You Republicans are making laws all over the place where even if the mom's going to die, they can't help her, and children have to carry their rapist babies, and if you try to leave the state to get an abortion, they put the women in jail for that. So yeah, you're lying. But to have abortion mills that kill the unborn at will is shameful. And as sure as I am writing this, if we allow this to become an accepted part of our society, we will feel the wrath of God. Bring it, God. And I'm not on a high horse. I'm not saying abortion is wrong because I said so. It's wrong because God says so. It's wrong when others do it. Here we go. And it was wrong when I paid for it to be done to my unborn child in 1989. Oh, man. Mwah, mwah, mwah. 3 chef kiss delicious. Hypocrite. Of course he did it. Of course, when it came to him having a baby out of wedlock, he was more than willing to kill that unborn baby. But I dare you try it. He's different now, folks. He's not a shameless comment in any way. And, all right, folks, that is my Chud Watch. Hell yeah, we rolled through it tonight, 41 minutes in. And now it's time to do a quick commercial for my Patreon. Hey, folks, you know what Patreon is? Patreon is a website where you donate a few dollars a month to my show, and then in return, you get access to exclusive content. Like there's 100 hours of the After Party, a show I do after this show, which is all a hodgepodge of material that doesn't fit into any particular categories. And a lot of times it's funner than the regular show because it's stuff you don't normally see on this show. A lot of cool stuff. So if you can help out the show, if you have a couple dollars to chip in every month and you want to help out me and the animal sanctuary that I run, please consider supporting me on Patreon. There's a link in the description of this video. You click on the More button down here, and the very first link is to my Patreon. So if you click on it and you can donate a few dollars, I very much appreciate it. Thank you in advance. Now let's read the Super Chats. See what we got here. How many we got tonight? 82 bucks so far. All right. Dusty, the greatest show on earth. Thank you, Scott Free. Appreciate it. BBC, I will catch the show later. I'm working on my case tonight. How's it going? You got to keep me updated. Love you, BBC. Rocket, $40. Very generous, Rocket. Hero, appreciate you. Mitchell God, sorry for being late. There's no forgiveness. No forgiveness. And Mitchell God, oh, you gave 5 Cult Dusty memberships. Okay, we forgive you, Mitchell. You're cool now. Hello, Dusty. What up, Chuck? Peter, Parker. What up, Parker? 19 months. Hell yeah, we're doing it. And Dower Panda, always amazing with the socialism. Thanks for hooking everybody up, Dower. Appreciate you. Jason asked me 5 more. 5, and 1 more. 1 more for David. You guys rock. Love you, Jason. I said David. Jason and Dower. And Cole James. Woo, woo. Dusty, thanks. Hey, thank you, Cole James. Always rocking out. Love me some Cole James. And one, Jason Ashby. Membership. Once again, thank you, Jason. All right, a little low tonight. Help out the world's greatest show. Get your super chats in. I would appreciate it. I'm going to read all the rest of the super chats at the end of the show. So if you like the show, please support it. But for now, let's move on. I'm going to rock this show out tonight. It's time for Trash World. Trash World. It's a dumpster fire and it's hellish. Trash World. The Trash World. Everything sucks. All the goddamn time in the trash world. And starting us off on tonight's Trash World, it's the world's #1 podcast, $500 million man, Joe Rogan. This week, he's explaining how canceled Mayo Yiannopoulos was. The powers that be canceled him. He was so cutting and so edgy. And then for some reason, I don't even know why. It's a mystery. He got canceled. Let's have a listen.
But the fact that all of these companies can set off a little cascade where you can disappear someone from the internet overnight.
Milo Yiannopoulos.
Milo Yiannopoulos was the first one.
Okay, yeah, Milo Yiannopoulos literally got paid $100,000 from Kanye West last year, and also worked for Marjorie Taylor Greene's congressional campaign, one of the most popular Congress people in the fucking world, and one of the highest paid. So, how do I get canceled, folks? How the fuck do I get canceled? Good God, please cancel me, somebody.
They really silenced him.
Definitely.
That guy was a powerful voice.
So powerful.
He was nuked from the discourse.
In real life, very nice.
So nice.
In real life,
really
hilarious.
Hilarious.
Very smart. Very nice.
So smart. But he wasn't smart. I mean, if you paid attention to any of my coverage of him over the years, he was incredibly racist. Said some of the most racist shit you could possibly fucking imagine. He came out in support of pedophilia. He literally worked hand in hand with Nicholas Fuentes' Nazi organization. Just one of the worst fucking scumbags on the goddamn planet in every fucking way possible. But look at the whitewashing from this thumb.
Every time I met him, he was cool.
He was cool to me, y'all. Who cares if he was racist, misogynistic, sexist, and colluded with Nazis?
Was playing a character.
Oh, he's playing a character.
And I think there's a lot of drugs involved as well.
There was a lot of drugs.
But he was certainly playing a character
Definitely. Well,
that had good points.
So many good points.
He was playing this character that was...
What were the good points, Joe? What were the good... Say them. What were the good points he had?
This like right-wing gay guy who liked to talk about sex and drugs. And I was like, this guy's fascinating. But they decided that he was problematic, and they fucking erased him. They memory hold him.
Why? Okay, then why aren't you having on your show, Joe? You have the #1 podcast in the world. You, motherfucker, are as they as it gets. You have the power to uncancel anybody you want to, give them a giant fucking platform where they can make tons of money. Why aren't you doing it? So by they, do you mean you, Joe Rogan?
That guy was on Bill Maher, and Bill Maher compared him to Christopher Hitchens.
That's right. Remember? That is what a fucking idiot Bill Maher is. Thank you for pointing that out, Joe. I appreciate that.
That?
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then he got attacked by some other guy on the show, told him fuck you, and like, there was a lot of fuck you with that guy.
There's a lot of drama.
But that's what he liked. He liked that, and it was playing to his favor.
Right. He was being controversial on purpose in order to get attention, and then when he got attention, and people were angry about the ridiculous racist, sexist bullshit he was saying, he had consequences for his actions and words, and that's what you guys don't like. You guys don't like consequences. You have the free right to say whatever the fuck you want to say, but you don't have the right not to have consequences for the shit you say.
Till they erased him from everywhere. You know, and I think...
You mean you erased him from everywhere, Joe?
They erased him, particularly the first part was his criticism of Ghostbusters.
Yes, that's what it was, folks. It was his criticism of Ghostbusters. It wasn't because he was leading the racist charge against Leslie Jones, in which he called her a gorilla, an ape. Remember, shoe on head defending him and jumped out, also calling her a ugly gorilla. Remember that? And he got banned from Twitter because he led the charge in this racist bullying of Leslie Jones, in which she eventually broke down and cried and had to leave Twitter because they were being so racist and awful to her. Remember that, Joe? That's what happened. It wasn't anything to do with Ghostbusters.
And then he was criticizing the new all-female cast of Ghostbusters, saying how sexist it is and every man's a moron and the women save the day and how ridiculous it is.
Oh, no.
And then he got into it with Leslie Jones.
So I love this part. So he knows exactly why he got into it with Leslie Jones. He knows the reason he got into it with Leslie Jones is because he called Leslie Jones an ugly gorilla, and then there was all this racist trolling from his fans towards Leslie Jones. But you can tell he knows. He thinks about it, but then he remembers in his mind, hey, wait a minute. I can't say that the reason he got in trouble was because he called Leslie Jones an ugly gorilla, because I also got in trouble for calling black people apes. Remember that whole video that I put out making my joke that I went to see the Planet of the Apes in an all-black neighborhood, and I was literally in the Planet of the Apes, where you were calling all the people you're watching the Planet of the Apes with apes. You were calling black people apes. So you can't bring that up because you know it's going to put attention on the fact that you did the exact same thing. So he's going to pretend like he doesn't remember suddenly why Yiannopoulos got in trouble.
Leslie Jones and him got into it, and I think he retweeted or liked something that people had said.
What?
That was,
what was
comparing Leslie Jones.
Look. Comparing Leslie Jones, he knows exactly what it is. And now he's going to pretend. It's so obvious. Pretend like he don't suddenly remember what it is. I remember everything else about the situation, but what exactly he was comparing her to.
Comparing Leslie Jones, what was it exactly?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what it was exactly, but it was something racist or something gross or something unflattering, something.
Sure. Something.
And,
what could it be?
And people were tweeting it at her and they were blaming him.
Right.
And then they got rid of him. He's gone.
Did they just say, oh, it's mobilizing harassment or something?
No, I can't believe I
And
forgot
then remember when he justified pedophilia? Yeah, remember when he repeatedly over and over again justified pedophilia? Yeah, remember that, Joe? Oh, remember, that has something to do with it a little bit?
It's what started is him justifying himself being sexually molested by older men when he was young. And he was saying on my show that he was the predator. He goes, trust me, I was the predator.
He was the seducing,
So why did she have it back on, Joe? Why?
First of all, anybody who doesn't think that Milo Yiannopoulos is gay is out of their fucking mind.
He says he's not gay. He says he's been redeemed by Jesus Christ and he's no longer gay. So he is the one that says he's not.
You think that's a choice? That's not a choice. That dude's fucking gay.
It's like baked in by the universe.
Like, he is, that is like the prime example that I always throw in the face of people who, it's usually for religious reasons, who are unwilling to accept biological reality. Like, here's some biological reality for you. You want to know this? The first video ever captured of humpback whales.
I already covered that. Anyway, hilarious. And Joe Rogan playing stupid, so he doesn't have to admit he's so racist himself. See right through you, Joe. And then on the trash world, you guys see this video that went super viral? Apparently this white girl out in China just minding her own damn business, and all these tourists line up to take pictures with her. She's trying to get them to stop touching her, but they don't give a shit about what she wants. Yeah, shut the fuck up, white bitch. You're here for my amusement. Let me take a picture of armor at you. And the guy keeps touching her. And she's like, gross. The cat's kind of blocking a little bit, but there we go. Get rid of the cat. And then another dude walks up, and he's like, no. And the guy's like, fuck you. I get to touch you and take pictures if I want to, white lady. What are you thinking, being white in my country? You get to grope you all we fucking want to. Law. And sort of good news in the trash world. Apparently there is another war, not just the Palestinian-Israeli war, but the Ukraine war still going on. Apparently the Ukraine destroyed one of Russia's brand new $65 million warships. Holy God. Destroyed the shit out of it. Boom. $65 million. So they're having a lot of problems keeping their ships afloat with all the Ukraine drones going around there. So you love to see it, which brings me to this on the trash world. Moscow police began arresting people who went to Navalny's funeral. They're being singled out from the videos of event. You guys might remember the last show I showed you people putting flowers on the memorial for Navalny, or anybody who dared mourn his death. Yeah. Police harassing you, arresting you and shit. Hey, but don't worry. The grocery stores are very cheap, folks. He's radicalized. He's an extremist now against America because of how cheap the groceries are in Russia, which is way better than America could ever dream of being in every way, which is why he's immediately moving there, right? And then, a couple ACAB videos for you. First off, this is an older video, but we have an update on it. You guys remember this one where this guy was out minding his own business, waiting to go to work?
See your hands. Let me see your hands. Get your hands out of your pockets. Turn up the chains, bud. Excuse me. You're being detained, bud.
And here's a very brave alpha male, super jacked up police officer, as they all are. Definitely very secure in his manhood. So I'm sure he's not going to abuse his power in any way.
Take your backpack off.
Can you explain what this
Before you go on the ground, take your backpack off.
I'm going to get picked up for work. Sir.
Put your hands on your back.
This is my phone. Are you telling me what about?
You're being detained for a minute. You're matching the description of someone trying to break into people's cars.
I'm not breaking anyone's car.
No. You dumb bastard. Please help me.
You dumb bastard. Standing there minding your own damn business while a big fat cop orders you around. You dumb bastard. So yeah, that guy's got an easy fucking lawsuit, broke multiple ribs, injured, and the cop finally got fired. In the video, 30-year-old Tyler Lee Canaris was walking to get picked up for work when a police officer named Michael McMaster stopped him. The situation quickly escalated when McMaster starts to detain Canaris with no explanation. McMaster can be heard threatening Canaris, saying that he needs to take off his backpack before he ends up on the ground. Canaris was charged, they charged this guy, with obstruction of justice, he didn't do anything wrong, for failing to comply with a police officer. They can literally beat you, break your ribs, crush you, and then arrest you and charge you with a crime. He suffered a fractured skull, concussion, and ruptured eardrum due to the incident. He was also diagnosed with a severe brain injury. Along with the misdemeanor charge, Canaris has pins in his shoulders that will be with him for the rest of his life. So yay, taxpayers get to pay another multi-million-dollar lawsuit from a fat cop because his dick is so small and he's too insecure not to abuse his power every chance he gets. The guy basically was like, I escorted him to the ground to get better control of him. Look at this fucking doughy goddamn bitch. Always fucking dough bitches. So super cool. Bankrupt us, cops. Bankrupt us, daddy. I love it now. I actually love this. The more the merrier. The more you can bankrupt the society, do it, cops. We deserve it. We deserve every penny that people wring out of the system because if you corrupt cops, the entire goddamn thing should bankrupt and collapse all the fuck around us because we are too stupid to end this fucking system. So we deserve everything we get. So go ahead, cops. Give out 1,000 more $1 million paydays. Whatever it takes. I applaud you. Abuse them more, cops. Thank you, God, man. Then, folks, in America, if you're in other countries, you may not know this, but in America, even if you haven't committed a crime, even if you haven't done anything wrong, if a God man comes up to you and then while he's abusing you, arresting you for no reason, if he gets so scared he drops dead of a heart attack, they will charge you with this murder, folks. Even if you did commit any crime, if you were even near a God man, when he drops dead, you are held responsible for it, folks. So if a cop comes up and starts abusing you, you better pull down his pants and start sucking on his dick to try to make him as happy as possible. Try to calm him down in any way you possibly can while he beats you and stomps all over your fucking rights. Or else you're responsible. Case in point. Audio's coming.
Stop! 422 St. John's. 1012, single 13P, Hispanic male, white t-shirt, black shorts, Super Brand 16, 3576. You get to phone me. Stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, why, when I was driving around, stop.
Eating.
Okay, but why did you get up and walk away?
Huh?
When you saw me, you got up and walked away. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
But you meet me here, you go for drinking.
Where are you staying?
Huh?
Where are you staying? Sleeping?
Yeah.
Here?
Yes.
Well, why aren't you eating inside?
Sorry.
What?
I'm sorry. It's
Okay, I've got somebody coming. Okay, do you have any ID and identification, license?
What?
ID, identification.
Yeah.
In the room?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your first name?
Huh?
Your first name?
I'm sorry. I'm speaking.
Okay, do you have any weapons on you?
Huh?
Do you have any weapons on you?
No.
Well, you know what that is. Turn around. Let me look.
No.
Turn around. No. Turn around.
But no.
Don't walk away from me.
No, sorry.
Don't pull away from me. I'm checking you for what? Get your hands away from your...
No.
Stop.
No.
Stop.
No. I'm sorry. Oh. I'm sorry.
Turn around. Get on the ground.
I'm sorry.
Get on the ground.
I'm sorry.
His name is Michael Kunovich. He died after an aggressive encounter with a man.
Yeah, he died after an aggressive encounter with a man. Didn't he? Didn't that guy beat him so aggressively and he just died because that illegal with his aggression. No, he didn't. He died a few minutes later. He got so excited. Another fucking dough bitch that drinks gravy for goddamn dinner had a fucking heart attack. So I shit you not, they charged this kid with manslaughter because this fucking dough bitch had a heart attack.
That man is 18-year-old Virgilio Aguilar Mendez.
The charges against Virgilio Aguilar Mendez have been dismissed after he spent 8 months in police custody. According to the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office, he will remain in federal custody due to his immigration status, pending deportation proceedings. The state attorney's office said that the reason the case was dismissed was because of a language barrier that made it impossible for the teen to understand police. St. Johns County Sheriff Rob Harwick has doubled down, maintaining that Aguilar Mendez was at fault for Sergeant Kunovich's death.
I continue to stand behind Sergeant Kunovich's actions on the night of May 19th, 2023. The danger associated with law enforcement is a risk we assume when we enter this profession. Baez doesn't agree.
A lot had to happen for us to get here today. A boy had to be detained against his will. A boy had to be grabbed, thrown to the ground, placed in a chokehold, tased multiple times, corralled like an animal. Culture that starts and ends with the sheriff, who not only doubled down, but tripled down by creating a false narrative that this essentially a boy who came into this country at the age of 17 years old somehow failed to follow an officer's instructions. Sheriff Hardwick then goes on to claim that if he had only followed the officer's instructions, their police officer would still be alive. Aside from being proven both medically and...
Yeah, poor kid. But I dare you cause a God man to have a heart attack. There's no way he would have a heart attack unless you were so aggressive and dangerous. Just good God. Good. Put us all in jail. I'm just ready to go, folks. I'm ready to go right to the gas chamber. Just take me. I'm sorry, God, man. You can do whatever you want to. Both you and the IDF. Just kill us all. We deserve it. We don't deserve rights. And that is my trash world. Hell yeah. Are you guys as angry as I am? And love the kettle cat. Yep. The cat's pretty cool. It's little Miss Piper. Little Miss Piper. You in heat, Miss Piper? Are you in a little bit of heat? Are you a little horn dog? Flopping all around back here, you horny bitch. You horny bitch, yeah. You still cute and pretty, though. You still cute and pretty, even though you a horny bitch. And did he have to be, though? No, he didn't. Learn a few Spanish phrases, you lazy pigs. Nope. Speak English. It's America. Yeah, well, he won't sue because they're going to deport him to another country. If it was an American kid, they would have sued, though. Most likely. Kitty makes it better. Of course, the cats make everything better. That's why they're in here. That's why they're in the world's greatest show. And move right along, folks. Prepare to be depressed and raise your power fist. Because let's free Palestine. And first off, on tonight's Free Palestine, I'll skip this one because I haven't had a chance to research this. I was going to research this and I didn't get around to it. But apparently there was a picture of an American soldier-looking guy. He's wearing an American patch, and he's over in Palestine murdering Palestinians. And they supposedly they say they know who he is, but I'm not going to accidentally misidentify somebody. And so until I have more evidence on this, I'm going to skip the story for now, but I will come back to it. Another day. Another set of war crimes from the IDF. They're starving the people, and they're bringing some food aid in, and then when they rush the trucks, because that's what people who are starving to do, they rush to get food, they start firing upon them.
Palestinians waiting for food have again come under Israeli fire as aid convoys arrive. Several Palestinians have been injured by Israeli forces at the Kuwait roundabout in Gaza City. Only a few people were able to get some boxes that included water, flour and other items.
Imagine, folks, starving them and bringing them food supplies and then using it as an issue to shoot fish in a barrel. Target practice. But that's what they're doing. And hey, good. Like, folks, I've decided to become evil. Now, I know I'm also disappointed in myself, but it's just easier this way. My understanding is that anybody can convert to Judaism and just move to Israel. All you gotta do is convert to Judaism. And folks, oy vey, I've decided to convert. If you can't beat them, just join them. And so I apologize for how evil I'm going to become from now on, but I want to be on the winning side. Clearly, my side, my old side at least, of the American leftists are the bitch side, the side that continuously gets fucked in the ass by people like Joe Biden, who will put us in jail if we don't fund the child murder. So you can't beat them, just join them. So now, folks, I am evil. I am a member of Israel now. I'm going to move there as soon as I get done doing what I have to do to convert. So I'm all on board. Hooray for genocide. And you know, as a new member of Israel, you know what we love to do? We love to kill our own hostages, folks. Hey, it only makes sense, all right? Hamas, fucking evil-ass Hamas kidnaps our people. We can't let our people be bargaining chips. That would be crazy. The only logical thing to do is just murder everybody. Okay, if you get kidnapped by Hamas, that's on you. You fucking idiot. You shouldn't have got kidnapped to begin with. You expect us not to murder you? Who you fucking think you are? The only thing that matters is Israel. Your life don't mean shit, so we gotta kill you sometimes if you get abducted. Case in point, leaked audio from Israeli media shows that 2 Israeli hostages crying out for the IDF to save them and not kill them, but that doesn't work. They're like, please, we're under the stairs. Please don't murder us. Please, we're the hostages. Save us, IDF. And the IDF was like, they're over there. The ones that got kidnapped are over there. Fire over there. And yeah, they killed them all, of course. And good. Yay, us. I love how we can just do anything, even kill our own people, and still be considered the good guys. We can claim that we're murdering all these children to save the hostages and then murder the hostages ourselves, and nothing happens to us. It's amazing how we can just do anything. It really is sort of freeing, to be honest with you. And that... One such account was called the Hamas Hunting Club. The page contains images of soldiers proudly wearing patches with the name of the social account on them while standing beside bound detainees. One of the things we love to do is show off how evil we are. Like, we wear these patches, Hamas Hunting Club. We go out, we just hunt Hamas down. I mean, yeah, we admit that 3 out of the 4 people we murder are civilians. But hey, you gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet. You gotta murder a few children to kill a couple Hamas. That's just the way the world works, folks. We're the good guys. And here's a patch of us stepping on the heads and skulls of our enemies and crushing them under our boot. Once again, we're the good guys. And then... Folks, you want to know how progressive we've become over here in Israel now? Finally, we've elected the first woman as commander of the Air Force base in history. We did it. I mean, yeah, in America, they've had plenty of generals and women running shit, but it's the first time we ever did it over here in Israel. And we are proud, folks. We are goddamn proud of this accomplishment. We're so proud we blurred out this woman's face. I shit you not. This is the official Israel account at Israel. We're the ones bragging about this. We blurred out her face. That's how proud we are of our accomplishment, folks. Feminism, woo, we're awesome. And we're literally doing the meme. Some people say we're doing the meme. Okay, I get it. Some people say, hey, it's literally this meme. They say the next ones will be sent by a woman. Really makes you feel like you're a part of history. That's right. Hey, women are bombing you people now. You're welcome. Finally got some equality with the genocide. About time. Thank you, Israel, for your progressive takes on child murder. I think I could all agree. Finally, some progress in our society. And then, you know what I hate? Israeli citizens trying to protest their government. What the fuck you thinking? The government can do no wrong. Government shows about God to murder people. This is what we'll do to you if you dare try to peacefully protest our God-led government. I don't even know what the point of that was. Israeli included some. When Israeli citizens protest the government, riot police rush them with horses and water cannons. They can clear the road when they want to. Oh, okay. I know what this was. So these were not protesters. These were actually the good guys who were trying to stop aid from coming in to the starving Palestinians. And the cops just sitting there watching them, folks. So, yeah, some people say the cops, when they want to, can immediately clear the roads. And so if they really wanted to get this aid through, they can immediately arrest these people, clear the roads, and let the trucks go through to help out the starving Palestinians. But no! Good guys protest aid to starving children. That's the way it is. And then... All right, I'll skip that one. You guys remember the last show? That hero from Israel was out there with the nail gun threatening women and children to murder them because they dared try to be pro-Palestinian. You remember that hero? Well, I love how the news covers this stuff to where you wouldn't know what was actually going on by reading the headlines. See, the news has to cover it because if they don't cover the story, people will be like, hey, why aren't you covering these important stories like the guy with the nail gun who was trying to murder pro-Palestinians? So media is way smarter than that. They're like, we're going to cover it, but we're going to write the headlines in a way that if you read the headline, you'd have no idea what the fuck's going on. And most people don't actually read the article, so we can cover it without actually covering it. Case in point, arrest made at pro-Palestinian demonstration near Thornhill. Yeah, they arrested somebody at the pro-Palestinian demonstration. I bet it was those pro-Palestinians, y'all. Don't even mention why or who. That's the way to do it, media. Good job. And then... these fucking news media in America trying to ask gotcha questions to the military of the United States, trying to catch them in some kind of hypocrisy. Don't do that. Just let the military lie to you, do whatever the fuck they want to do. Anyway, so they just asked them straight out, how does the Pentagon address the apparent paradox of providing bombs to Israel on the one hand and then ready-to-eat meals to Palestinians on the other hand? Yeah, military, how? Do you reconcile the fact that you're sending more bombs, more weapons? You went around Congress to send the weapons that you're normally not allowed to send Israel with no oversight whatsoever that they're using to murder tens of thousands of children. And then out of the other side of your mouth, you're sending a few ready-to-eat meals to these same children whose friends and parents have got blown to bits, the ones that survived, so they can have a few meals to eat before they perish in the bombs that you're sending. How do you reconcile the two things, military? But don't worry, this guy has an excellent answer.
How does the Pentagon address the apparent paradox of providing bombs to Israel on the one hand and ready-to-eat meals to Palestinians on the other?
So, Thomas, we've talked about, we recognize a couple things here. One, Israel was attacked by Hamas.
Israel's attacked by Hamas. Israel has a right to defend itself. Israel has a right to defend itself. Yeah, we're murdering children, but Israel has the right to defend itself. Hey, General, we just got video from Palestine. The IDF troops are rounding up babies and they're filleting the babies alive. They're throwing them on the grill. They're eating the babies right in front of their parents who are crying and wailing. Do you have anything to say about this? Israel has a right to defend himself. Why did Hamas make the IDF eat all these babies? Hamas, 100% responsible for IDF cannibalizing babies, y'all. It's just logic. IDF has no agency. They're not responsible for anything they do. Whatever they do, Hamas is responsible.
On October 7th, over 1,200 people killed, over 200 hostages taken, half of whom are still being held by Hamas. Hamas is not...
except the ones that IDF murdered.
...not laid down its arms. It continues to present a significant and potentially existential threat to Israel. And Israel has an inherent right to defend itself. And as a strong partner, long-standing partner of the United States, our support for Israel's right to defend itself is ironclad, and we will continue to support them and ensure they have what they need to defend their people.
That's right, peaceniks, you pussy-ass weenies who don't want children to be murdered. Israel's right to defend itself. They right to defend itself. They right to defend itself. I will say it a billion times, ignore every question I have to until you get it through your fucking skull. Israel can do anything. They're the God, man. They rule us all. And I'm glad you're finally realizing who owns you. It feels good to be part of the winners for a goddamn change. And then they asked this superhero Matt Miller, working for the Biden administration. They're like, hey, you are letting Israel investigate their own crimes. You're letting them look into their own ethnic cleansing. Can you give me one example where they have ever looked into something they did, found out that they did wrong, and then held anybody responsible for it? And he's going to have a good answer, I bet you.
On these accountability, and can you think of one example that the situation has moved to that level? There have been
absolutely cases that we have raised with the Israeli government about incidents targeting civilians in Gaza where they have come back to us and said that they made a mistake. And there have been times where they have talked about accountability for IDF forces. And I know
that's right, folks. They've admitted mistakes continuously. Come back to us and told us about all the IDF soldiers. They're held responsible. It happens all the fucking time. So honest, so responsible. Israel.
At times they've talked publicly about accountability for members of the IDF who have done things that are inappropriate.
Sorry, can you just, when you say that sometimes they've gotten back to you and said we were going for one target and hit the wrong one and we made a mistake, can you give it one or two or three examples?
I do not have them off the top of my head. This has been something that we've been in conversation with them, back to the earliest days.
Oh, you don't have examples?
Are you aware of any situation where they've come back to you and said, we screwed this up?
Of course.
What?
Yeah, of course.
And people have been held accountable.
We have seen examples where they have come back to us and said,
okay, can you
people
give
made
me
a mistake.
One or two?
No,
not a mistake. Like this was bad. This was something.
We have seen examples where they have come to us and said they are holding members of the IDF.
Can you give an example of?
I don't have them off the top of my head, but you can also look, Matt. They have announced some of these publicly as well.
Yeah, do your research. You do your research. I don't have to come up with examples to prove that what I'm saying is true. Google it. Why don't you do your research? I love the Biden administration. They're like every boomer MAGA now. Just, I don't have to explain what I believe. You look it up, motherfucker. I don't know you nothing. I love this guy. He's amazing, isn't he? More of this, Joe Biden administration. I love it. And then some people are saying that they have a double standard. I don't even see it. Some people are saying the way they talk about the Houthis and the blowfish are totally different than how they talk about Israel. Once again, let's watch and let's see if we can find the contradiction. I just don't know where it is.
I think that it was sadly inevitable. The Houthis have continued to launch these reckless attacks with no regard for the well-being of innocent civilians who are...
That's right, the Houthis! The Houthis keep doing reckless attacks with no care for the civilian populace. Why are the evil Houthis doing that? And also, Israel has a right to defend itself. Both these things, they're not contradictory in any way. You're contradictory. And then, Biden, some people say Biden gaslighting a little bit. Joe Biden out there, and he's like, the United States is committed to pulling out every stop to get more aid to those in Gaza who desperately need it. We won't stand by. We won't let up. And some people like Nina Turner is like, you can't say this while actively arming the forces causing the humanitarian crisis. Why not? Why can't we both bomb and murder children and then send some Happy Meals to the few kids that survive? Why is that wrong? We're the heroes of the situation. I think we can all agree, right? Biden 2024, y'all. Meanwhile, for those that think, hey, Donald Trump might be better, Biden seems like he is really bad on this whole Israel thing. He seems like he is in Israel's back pocket every goddamn step of the way. Maybe the other side will be slightly better in some way. Let's listen to see how true that is.
About your policies for a second. As you know, this president of the United States, when it comes to Israel, is getting protested. Now he seems to be turning on Israel. But the non-committed vote that Biden's getting, they're not going to like you either because you are firmly in Israel's camp, correct? Are you on board with the way the IDF is taking the fight in Gaza?
You've got to finish the problem. You had a horrible invasion. It took place. It would have never happened if I was president, by the way. As you know, Iran was broke, Brian. They were broke.
That's right. You got to finish the problem. We all know those little Palestinian kids are the problem, and we need some kind of solution, some kind of final solution to fix the problem, right? So I'm just glad that both sides of the government, regardless of who we pick, are 100% in support of the Israel defending themselves. So yay, America! We don't have a choice, and it's good. It's a good thing. And that. Meanwhile, at least Republicans are electing true heroes to Congress. Case in point, this is Tennessee Republican Chuck Fleischman, the best among us. And here's what he has to say about the Palestinian conflict.
You can tell the Palestinians, I will never support the Palestinian myself.
Why do you support the genocide and all of the war crimes and collective punishment? Are you concerned about all the children?
Let me make it clear. Let me make it clear. Israel is our ally, will always be our ally.
Even if they commit war crimes?
They are not guilty of genocide, and I will support Israel forever.
Israel will stay your ally, even though they commit genocide. Even though
that's your term.
Even when they kill
that is your term.
Even when they kill 30,000 kids.
What they did to the Israeli people on October. Let me tell you a statistic.
Yeah, please.
Israel will exist. The Jewish state will exist.
That's not a statistic.
That's not what we're, and that is for God to do
nothing to do with what we're saying.
And I will always support Israel.
Genocide, sir.
I will always support Israel, and you can tell the Palestinians, I will never support them.
I am a Palestinian myself.
Then I will tell you, I will never support you. I will tell you to your face.
And you want my cousins to die.
Goodbye to
Palestine.
Israel. Goodbye to Palestine. We will support Israel forever.
So you are comfortable with
just FYI, this guy just said goodbye to Palestine.
Always support Israel.
So you just said goodbye to Palestine. So you are saying you are comfortable with the murder of thousands of children.
The Jewish people will never suffer again under
question.
Palestinian terrorism, under Hamas, under Hezbollah. Israel will be secure forever. God bless Israel forever.
Thank you for
forever, 1,000,000 trillion years. This country won't exist. America will be dead and gone. But Israel, chosen by God, and thank you, hero, for ignoring the deaths of the 30,000 Palestinians and the tens of thousands of children, because Israel is the real victim in all this. Amazing, love it. Greatest country on earth. Meanwhile, Representative Claudie Tenney, another hero in the American government, says the Israeli people have an undeniable and indisputable historical and legal claim over Judea and Samaria. Don't they? Doesn't the Bible, some people say fictional stories, but I think we all know the Bible's true. Don't the stories in the Bible 100% give Israel undeniable and indisputable legal claims? Of course they do. The Bible is a legal document. We can all agree on that. And now she's introducing legislation to require all U.S. legal documents to use the term Judea and Samaria to refer to this territory instead of the West Bank. That's right. We're going to rename the West Bank to be about Jews. What you going to do? It's the law, and it's great. Pass it immediately, folks. Just give the whole thing to Israel. What does Palestine need? What do Palestinians need Palestine for? Okay, nothing. And then AIPAC uncorking $100 million war chest to sink progressive candidates. And amazing. This is the best thing I've ever heard. I mean, a foreign government interfering in our elections, taking a small sum of the money that we give them and using it to buy up our politicians, to punish progressives, anybody that would speak out against their right to defend themselves. Beautiful. I love this. I love it foreign governments interfere in our elections and punish progressives. I mean, yeah, some people say, hey, doesn't Israel have universal medicine? Don't they have progressive policies that actually help their citizens? And isn't it wrong for them to spend hundreds of millions of dollars to make sure that we in this country don't have the exact same universal health care that their citizens do? Doesn't that make them kind of awful piece of shits for interfering in us and make it to where our life expectancy is lower, even though we're the ones that completely support them all the time, give them billions of dollars? Well, anti-Semitism. Fuck you, you Jew haters. Blood libel. That's what that is. And meanwhile, this fucking annoying ass kid, some people call a hero, but I think he's horrible, went viral with this Israeli boycotting ad. Pepsi. Where's the audio at? There's no audio on this? The audio's not working. Anyway, fuck this kid. I think we can all agree, whatever. No audio having motherfucker. And then last but not least, you know who I hate? AOC. Worst among us. Definitely should not be president immediately. AOC. And apparently she was at the movie theater. And these pro-Palestinian terrorists started screaming at her for not calling the Palestinian conflict a genocide, even though I'm pretty sure she has. I'm pretty sure that she's one of the evil ones who have called it out. So I understand why they're attacking her. I don't know. Let's watch.
You refuse to call it a genocide.
I need you to understand
it's not okay that there's a genocide happening and you're not actively against it.
You're lying.
I'm lying?
You're not.
You went on TV and avoided talking about it.
Because now you can't say it's a genocide or what you're acting in political ways. You can't call it a genocide, then how do you say that? We're not lying.
We're not lying.
You've been saying it in interviews. It's insane. You haven't been calling it a genocide. Don't tell me I'm lying. Then just say it's a genocide. Just say it. Over 30,000 people are dead, AOC. You can't just say it for once. Just say the word. That's it. That's all we want you to say. Or you're not angry about people confronting you publicly.
And as a new member of Israel, I love this. Because, I mean, as far as politicians go, AOC has been one of the only ones who have been pretty much in Palestine's corner the entire time. She hasn't been perfect, but she's done pretty good on calling out, at least better than anybody else. And if you're a pro-Palestinian, probably the last person you'd want to attack is AOC compared to all the other politicians. So I love it that the pro-Palestinians are attacking her, because this really hurts you guys' cause. Makes you seem completely disjointed and shattering into pieces for no reason when you should be coming together and supporting people like AOC. So keep it up, pro-Palestinians. We're, I don't know. We rule you. We own you. Awesome to be part of the God Man, though. Unfortunately, I got to learn about the Torah and shit, so I'm not too happy about that. But whatever it takes, whatever it takes to be on the winning side of history. And probably going to have to put a lot of you in camps, but whatever it takes, folks. I love it. Susan Rennie's another one, Dusty. Yeah. You mean one that should be supported? Like AOC? The Jewish lobby will take her down if she says the G word. Yeah, they're already going to take her down, though. Might as well. And all right, that's my bullshit Palestinian. It is depressing. I'm sorry that I played it so sarcastically this week. I'm trying to find new ways to cover this horrible bullshit. I just have to figure out a way to make light of it, because just covering it straight is too fucking depressing. But yes, it's definitely a fuck world we live in. She's the most vocal so far. I mean, not perfect, but better than all the rest of them. Better than Bernie. Better than all of them. So I don't understand why you would attack her. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Never again unless it's us doing it. True story. It's different when they do it, folks. And all right, folks, we got a religious bullshit followed by a new section I've never done before called, I don't know what I'm going to call it. All right, between now and the end of religious bullshit, let's see if you guys can come up with a cool title for this new segment I want to do. So the new segment's about boomers. But nothing rhymes with boomer. Like boomer, doomer, something. It's making fun of like old people acting stupid on video camera. Like Karens, but for old people. Boomers, but they got to be a catchy name. What is it? Anyway, we're going to do the boomer top 5 coming up. But first... Religious bullshit, religious bullshit, religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. It is time for religious bullshit. Boom! Time for religious bullshit. And first off, you guys might remember that Josh Fierstein, Christian alpha male, elite athlete. Josh Fierstein is running for Congress in Texas. He's been shilling up for a while on his social media. He's like, when elected, I'll push to have every convicted pedophile's testicles removed or chemically castrated. Oh, I like that one. Better watch out, youth pastors. Joshua Fierstein coming for you. And then he's like, Joshua Feuerstein, Texas State House. And look how big his gun is, folks. This is not just making up for some kind of shortcoming. This is not insecurity. This is not a phallic symbol in any way. He's just this badass, y'all. You know he's going to get elected when he has a picture with a gun this big. And then he's like, I said it. I'll also push to eliminate child protective services. We have cops. We don't need them. That's right. Why do we need child protective services? As a preacher, who in the world would harm a child? Nobody. We all know preachers would never harm a child in any way whatsoever. So let's get rid of CPS. Definitely not creepy, weird. No red flags here, folks. And then he was like, oh yeah, then he was like, I lost. He got 22%. And he lost to the winner who got 77.4%. So, yeah, sort of seems like God's not on your side, Joshua Feuerstein. You know what your problem was? You needed a bigger gun. That's where you went wrong. You went with a small gun, rookie mistake. Next time, bigger gun, Joshua Feuerstein. And then, Christian nationalist hate group leader Tony Perkins is mad, folks, because people dare call them Christian nationalists. Now, apparently, folks, if you call Christians Christian nationalists, that's election interference. Tony Perkins says now that Donald Trump will likely be the Republican nominee for president and that evangelical voters will be essential to his return to the White House, expect the left to ramp up their voter suppression efforts, like labeling of Christians who are involved in the political process as Christian nationalists. That's right. If you call Christians out for their bullshit, that is a voter suppression, folks. Now all they have to do is, if in any way you criticize conservatives for anything, they would just declare voter suppression and the election is rigged. You're not allowed to campaign against conservatives. Any campaigning against them is against the rules. And we're allowed then to just ignore whatever the voters say, to just install whoever we want to an office because you guys cheated. No calling us out on our bullshit. Them's the rules, y'all. And then one more. This guy acts like he's trying to be the guy from American Psycho. It's sort of hard to tell sometimes if Christians are really this psychotic or they're just trolling. Anyway, what do you guys think?
This is your reminder that when you don't believe in God, you don't believe in nothing, you believe in anything.
Don't eat my cat. He's eating my cat. And you heard it there, folks. If you don't believe in God, it's not that you don't believe in nothing. You don't believe in anything. Got us. I'm destroyed, y'all. And I am also triggered by him eating my cat. So, God damn it. Another one for you, Christianity. I am so tired of losing to you guys. And that is my real quick religious bullshit for the night. Anybody come up with a new show idea? Big boomers, bloomers. Okay, that's a little wordy. I saw boomer bloopers. It's okay. Boom boomers. I do boom boom boomer. I don't know. Boomer humor. Maybe. Modi Odis. That's better. Groomer boomer loomer. Okay. Groomer boomer boomer tumor. I don't know. They needs to be boomers, but nothing cool rhymes with boomer. Micro penis. So that's, I know that's for something else, but that boomer gloomers. Maybe. Kaboomer. Okay, that's... Pop goes the boomer. All right, these are all bad, and we should all feel bad about it. Just saying. But, like, I can't shit on you too much because I also didn't come up with anything good for this. So, you guys are right there with me. All right, let's just go ahead and do it. I'm going to call this section... I actually made a thumbnail for it. I hope it doesn't pop up porn. Oh, no, my lolly porn. Somebody told me that it's not pronounced lolly. It's pronounced loli, which makes complete sense. I always thought it was called lolly porn because it's named after lollipops because they're children. I know, that's how my mind works. And I'm obviously not an expert on this type of pornography, but apparently it is loli porn after Lolita, which makes a lot more sense than lolly. So I'm learning. What up, Vosh? Anyway, let's see. Here we go. I'm calling this one Boomer Time. Boomer Time. I'll come up with something better. I'm working on it. It's a workshop, folks. It's a work in progress. And first off, on the Boomer Top 5, let's see what we got tonight. Number 5. This boomer gets a little bit angry at children playing with Power Wheels at the park. Let's have a listen.
They're playing. That's what the park is for.
I never saw a car in here before.
It's a Power Wheel car,
doesn't
man.
bother me. What bothers me is you have a little kid in here that doesn't have a driver's license. He's just a little kid, and you're not with him.
It's not a real car.
Yeah, why do they have a driver's license? Somebody check these children's driver's license. Imagine going to the park and seeing children at the park playing and having fun, and your reaction is to get angry over it. Good God, what's wrong with these people? Just be happy. If little kids having fun can't make you fucking happy, then you're dead inside. Just go towards the light, Grandma. For fuck's sake. Yeah, who let the boomers out? Hey, baby, that's it. Who let the boomers out? Who? I did it, folks. I don't know, we'll see. And then number 4 on who let the boomers out. It's already growing on me. Did you guys see this one? So apparently they had some pro-Palestinian protesters who I hate. They jumped up trying to stop the genocide and child murder. And look at Paw Paw here. Paw Paw is so angry at the thought that someone might want to stop the murder of children. He's literally shaking and screaming, "How dare you try to save children around me?"
We're sending billions of our taxpayer dollars to kill children and women. 30,000 people have been murdered. We're sending billions of our taxpayer.
He's shaking his wife. His wife trying to get him to stop. Good God, they're so emotionally fragile, folks. So frail. Go towards the light. Or we could also call it go towards the light. Go towards the light. What do you think? Anything? I don't know. And then number 3, apparently, and I didn't get this memo, you're not allowed to take videos of boomers, but I'm sure this old guy not going to do anything crazy about it.
You're a fucking idiot. Why are you an idiot? Are you taking my picture?
Yeah, time to go. Time to go. Yeah, run. Yeah, that's your cue. Get the fuck out of there. Paw brandishing his weapon because you took his video. Oh, hell no. I guess enjoy prison, Paw. That's not what you want. And then number 2. I think I'm counting down the right direction. Oh no, this week's go towards the light. Anything? This lady. What is this guy doing? I don't know. Let's look.
Yep, you pulled out into traffic.
The light was green.
Clearance.
The light was
Shut
green.
up.
The light was green.
The light was green doesn't matter.
The light was green.
You do not.
Let go of my car. Let go of my car. Hold on, then.
Just get dragged, idiot. Yeah, stupid boomer. Don't hold on to the car. And I got a bonus one. I got another bonus backup one in case that wasn't good enough. Here is another. I got 2 bonus backups. So we got 7, but we're going to count it as 5. And we're going to count these as the top 3, number 1. You're confusing. And here we go. Number 1. This lady apparently really wants her UPS package.
UPS driver.
Look at this lady
who has my stuff. He won't give it to me. I paid for it. Can you send him? I'm under his truck. Yes, he is, and I will not let him
I'm trying to leave, and she's under my truck.
I'm laying under his truck, and I will not let him leave.
What is the address?
Oh.
They're Street.
Man, that's not safe. Somebody can hit you. You need to get out under there.
I'm in front of the gate, but I live in B10.
I'll wait for my supervisor. I won't leave, but get out of there. You're gonna get hurt.
Yes, it is.
This is
so.
Look at this.
Yeah, craziness. Run her over. No, don't. I'm just kidding. Get out and walk away. It'll be fine. And now here is number 1, number 3. Last one on Boomer Doomers, Boomer Looters, Boomer Coomer. I don't know. I don't got nothing. Anyway, here we go. Oh, this is funny because Grandma pulls out in front of this motorcycle and watch her reaction. She literally does not give a shit. You got a camera. Oh, snap. And the camera is now in her car. And look, no reaction whatsoever. Just listen to her Christian music. Not worried about it anyway whatsoever. Just another day for Grandma. And I got to give it to her. That was like 30 points. Oh, yeah, 30 points, Grandma. Just murdered me another one. Super cool. Gonna go back to the home. Watch some Golden Girls. It's gonna be fine. And that is my top 5 boomer videos of the week. Maybe that's what I'll call it. Keep it simple, sweetheart. Kiss. What you guys think about that? Don't you hope you die before you get old? Psh, I'm glad I just turned 21. That's old, Dusty. Psh, all of them are old. That's sort of the fucking point. Boomer doom tumors. That's too much of a mouthful. Boomer countdown, maybe. That's a federal crime, lady. Psh, they don't care. They got very little time left on the planet. Yeah, it'll buff right out. That's why she ain't worried about it. She's insured. She got Allstate. She could be stunned. She don't look very stunned. She looks nonplussed. I'm old already. Psh, poor bastard. Boomer bloomers. That sounds like boomer underwear, which is sexy to me, but gross to most people, so probably not. The greatest generation. That's not bad, but it's got the word boomer in it. Dusty is 21. I'll be 21 next month, so next birthday. But actually, my birthday's coming up, folks. March 10th. Hell yeah. You guys gonna give me a present? It's only like 3 days away, or 4 if you count today, but I know 3 days away. So if you guys want to send me something, there is a P.O. Box address in the description of every video. You guys can mail me something. If you want to get me something off my wish list, literally the only thing on my personal wish list on Amazon is nitrous oxide. But hey, if you want to give me something, give me some nitrous oxide. That'd be a great birthday present. Or not, whatever. Whatever. And all right. Let's go ahead and move along. What we got next coming up? Is it... Oh, only one more section, folks. This is the last section, y'all. So last chance to get your super chats in and support the world's greatest show. But for now, it's time to finish it out with... Whoa, 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 whoa! Panic! And folks, I have good news. Wokeness is dead! Finally, it has died, folks. And you know what killed it? Boobs. Boobs killed it. I knew it had a weakness. I knew wokeness had kryptonite. And that kryptonite, boobs. And apparently it is specific boobs. The boobs of this lady, something Sweeney Todd. I think her name is Sweeney Todd. That's my understanding of who she is. Not real familiar with her. I hear she's very talented, though. I hear she has a very big personality. She has a large pair of personalities. Anyway, so according to a lot of right-wingers on the internet, she killed wokeness. Richard Hanania says, wokeness is dead. It's dead, folks. A big boob girl got on SNL, which is the murder of wokeness, which is confusing to me because, like, when girls usually dress provocative or slutty or with cleavage, they usually blame feminism for that, don't they? They usually are all for traditional wives. They're blaming the fall of Western society on the left and wokeness for making all these women think they don't need children and husbands and they can have their own careers and dress slutty and have sex anybody they want to. That's evil feminism. But apparently at the same time also, boobs kill wokeness. Don't think about it. Don't you think about it. You're not smart to understand the complexities of all of this. Anyway, he ain't the first person, the only person to make this claim. Carmi Sabia retweeting Dom Lucre, who is a very, very popular far-right influencer, got 1.1 million followers. He posted this to shout out to how much our society, I would say progressing, but I guess regressing is what they think. And Carmine Sabia says, you can have the fat women, transgenders, and circus freaks you want in all the ads and magazines you won't. But Sydney Sweeney just proved that for 200,000 years in a row, men still prefer blondes with racks. That's right, lefties. You thought you could fight against the power of boobs? Well, suck my dick. And not to be left out of the stupidity, Ian Miles Wrong, the wrongest boy on the internet, foreign provocateur who lives in Malaysia, posted it and said, wokeness is so finished. These two videos are among the most viral across TikTok and X this week. That's right, folks. Suddenly dressing provocatively is anti-woke. I love it. And this guy, look at this motherfucker. This motherfucker, he killed wokeness by how good he is at doing manual labor. Look, he walking around on that ladder like it's an extension of his own limbs. How could wokeness survive this? You might be wondering, what does it have to do with wokeness? Shut the fuck up. Do your research. Is this obvious what this has to do with wokeness? I think we all know. So yeah, that dude, cool. He great at drywall installation. So game over, lefties. Game over. And then Bianco says, in a major ironic slip of the anti-woke ideology, SNL gave a nod to straight man with Sydney Sweeney getting pretty positive reviews for the show. I sure miss the days where laughing every Saturday night was the norm. That's right, they slipped. Crushed the wokesters by having her in a Hooters costume. I know that I've been crying ever since they aired Saturday Night Live. Although I haven't watched Saturday Night Live in a while because it's not funny even with boobs. But I'm shattered. I can't believe my entire ideology has been destroyed with boobs. And then, folks, just when you think it can't get any dumber, okay, life finds a way. This is a real article. They actually wrote an article about this whole thing. I can't even make this up. So this is the National Post. Literally wrote an article. Amy Hamm, wokeness is no match for Sydney Sweeney's undeniable beauty. We've been pressured into pretending everyone is beautiful, except for those who actually are. Finally, hot chicks having their day. I'm so sick of hot chicks not getting all the attention and everything they want. Fucking society, finally, hot chicks are back on top. Are Sydney Sweeney's breasts, double D, harbingers of the death of woke? Absolutely. This is what the public is asking, everybody asking it. And at least those on social media, after the Euphoria actress garnered a particularly large audience as host of Saturday Night Live, Sweeney is obviously a conventionally attractive young woman, and if you don't personally admire her beauty, we can certainly all agree that she's got a voluptuous appeal, a voluminous appeal, sorry. Same thing. Sweeney knows this and runs with it, playfully owning her sex appeal with zero apologies. On SNL, she bulged from her top, self-deprecatingly suggesting that her breasts are her backup career, and now virally donned a Hooters uniform for a rather unsophisticated sketch dedicated to her overflowing cups. Exactly how this led to a culture cataclysm over beauty and wokeness can be summarized as follows. We've spent years being chastised for desiring or admiring beauty. Have we? Because beauty is rare and exclusionary, and to exclude is to hate. Or so we've been scolded to accept by today's diversity, equity, and inclusion fanatics. We aren't supposed to admire Sweeney's beauty, but we've done it anyway. The times, they are changing, aren't they? Oh my God, imagine this mentality. Imagine needing something to be the victim of so bad that you have to pretend society hasn't continuously worshipped hot women for fucking ever. Like it's ever been different. No one has ever said you couldn't worship and find hot women attractive. What in the fuck? Just so goddamn pathetic. Anyway, look how long this article is about this, folks. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but literally they wrote a whole article about how ridiculous the subject is. Can't make it up. And that's my woke panic. Hell yeah. Years of being chastised. You're so punny. Beauty equals big boobs. She does have nice boobs. I will give her that. Not familiar with her work, but I am familiar with her boobs. So, free the boobies. Do it. I'm a fan. Is it that feminism? No. It's not feminism when they say it. It's the opposite. It's the death of wokeness. And all right, folks, that's my time. I'm going to read the super chats and do a quick kitty party. And then go on for the after party. On tonight's after party, we're going to cover this video by Bad Empanada, who I do not endorse in any way whatsoever. But I have heard this allegation that Beau of the Fifth Column is a human trafficker. I know zero about this case, so we're going to look into it and see if it's fucking bullshit. Live on tonight's after party. So don't miss that, please. And all right, let's read the super chats and do a kitty party. Anything pop up here? Let us see. Y'all mean to tell me that I had the one thing on pair that killed wokeism and nobody told me? Face palming and cake up at all the ridiculousness. You did it, Lizzie Bennett. You destroyed wokeness. I hope you're happy with yourself. Justin Joseph, I would just go with okay, boomer. In other news, okay, that's not bad, I guess. Our birthdays are 3 days apart. Woohoo! I'm the 7th. Oh, you baby. Whippersnapper. Make it a good one and free Palestine. You know I'm going to. Thank you, Justin Joseph. Boomer rumors. They're not rumors, though. It does rhyme. I like that. Pixie pusher. Taco face for leftist feet are hotter than right-wing feet. Are you been looking at my feet? My tiny ass women's feet. I got tiny little baby feet. Oh, my God. Take picture. Ha ha. Yeah, that's your thing. Ooh, imagine if I slather gravy all over it. Imagine you lick those toes in between it. Yeah. Some free fit pics for you guys. You're welcome. I aim to please. Just call the boomer section, go into the light. That's a good one. I thought about calling it that. Good idea, Jupe. And $5 from Brian Town. Thumbs up to you. Brian Town. I bet I just destroyed wokeness with my feet. Hobbit feet. Don't you call it. I don't have no hair on my feet. They little. They tiny. They stumpy, but they're practically hairless, so don't get it twisted. I hate how those protesters attacked AOC House too, but yeah, I didn't get that either. I saw some other left-wing people who seemed to like it, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she hasn't spoken out as much as I thought she should, but I thought she'd been doing an okay job, more than everybody else. Don't you ooh my feet. My feet are delicious. You know you want to lick them. Fuck y'all. Everybody's a hater. Boomer section needs the boo ghost from Mario with spectacles too far down their nose. Also, don't join IDF. Dusty, because with tears in your eyes, they'll make you shoot BBC. That's true. I would never do that. Only if they pay me a lot of money. And religion and Christianity equals bad. Agreed, socialist. We're working on destroying that right now. Of course, a boomer Karen freaks out over kids with EVs. True, but I mean, imagine happy kids making you mad. Just what's wrong with these people? Doomers and gloomers? Hey, that's not bad. Doomers and gloomers. I'll sleep on it. Dusty, would you like a beret like me? Also, I'm reclaiming the color for the Republicans. Cups, Israel, votes down, UN, left Cuba embargo. Sure, send me one in the P.O. box. I'll wear it. And Socialist 5, count on 5. Dust Buddy memberships. All of you guys who got free memberships, look at the community section of YouTube and get the link to tonight's after party available to everybody on my Patreon and all my Dust Buddies. Help, I'm being canceled. Shit, I wish I was. I'll take your $10 and consider it a minor cancellation. Free Palestine, I will be being. Dave, $50. Milo was an intern for Marjorie Green. Enough said, yep. Literally made $100,000, $150,000 from Kanye West for doing nothing. So, man, I wish I could get some cancellation bugs, but I'll take yours, Dave. I hope you're well tonight, and thank you for being generous. Working on my art for this year's Pride Fest Artist Market. Might as well make capitalism work for me. Hell yeah. Twist it to your benefit. You go, Anthony. Tell Regulus Pedos. Don't I know it? Check his search history. Nice to see you, Dusty. Keep it up. Hey, thank you, Venture Van. I love my Venture Van. And you rock. Zamira Potwell, hey Dusty, I had the flu, I'm sorry. So I haven't worked for over a week. I have just been at home watching movies, play video games. Poor me, I know it sounds awful. Enjoy your break from work. Scott Free gave paid Dusty memberships. So thank you, Scott Free, because it wasn't free. And more from Dara Panda. 5, cut on 5. Appreciate you. And Jason Ashby, $10 from Jason. And another one. Dusty, thanks. All right, I think I'm caught up. Anything pop up? Let's see. Malignant boomer humor. That's too much, too wordy. And all right, folks, so that's my time. I sure appreciate it. I'll be back on Friday for another episode of the world's greatest program. So be sure to tell your friends. Be sure to leave comments on the show. You know you want to. Subscribe, hit the like button. Link in the description of the video to my Patreon. Please sign up for my Patreon. If you watch 2 or 3 of my shows a week, please support it, because if you don't support the art you like, it disappears, and I'm trying not to disappear. I want to continue to do this. I work hard, and I like doing what I do, and I like how I entertain you, so join my Patreon. Send me birthday gifts, all of the things. But for now, it's time for a kitty party. And tonight's kitty party is in honor of Jeffrey Lee Moore, who brought some kitty treats for the cat today, so he could be included. So we're going to play a little butt ponies in the background. And we're going to break out Jeff's treats. Jeff treats! Look what Jeff brought for you motherfuckers. How do you open this? Boom! You guys ready for this? Who wants it? Come on, Katana, get it. Gotta get on camera, Katana, come on. Get your ass on camera.
Rockin' to the beat just like a mud pony. Get on down, I'm feeling kinda, ooh.
I know, delicious. Are you getting horny? Look at that big toe. Look at that chicken nugget toe. You know you want to suck it. All right, tonight we got the usual. Pretty Boy, Katana, Misty, Pistachio, Piper, and Violet over there. Hell yeah. Another successful episode of the World's Greatest Show. Love the shit out of you guys. Everybody that doesn't make that party dot. I will see you on Friday. Have a good Thursday out there. Do something fun to think of me. And until next time, ow, Logic, fuck yes. Good night, y'all. Oh, Jason Ashby, thank you. Got it the buzzer. 5, got him 5 more. And happy birthday, Sister Donna Rose, $10. We are both March babies. Pisces for the win. Fuck yeah. This is my B-Day present to you. Buy some nitrous. Hell yeah. I mean, it's more expensive than that, but I will get you started. I'll buy a little bit on you. And love you, Donna Rose. Appreciate you.
Rockin' to the beat just like a mud pony. Get on down, I feel
Kind of pony, but ponies taste great. Thank you, Jason Ashby, for cute toes. They're adorable, aren't they? Look at my little hands. Little dainty hands. Like women's, hell yeah. But I'm manly, baby. Don't make me punch you about the face and body. Good night, y'all. Switch over now. Thank you, Coach James. Whoop, whoop.